So look at the Mythical Glory using every hero only once, episode 23. Woohoo! Today I will show you how to play the extremely buffed Cowman. As you should know, there are no fixed builds for tanks, so you have to watch my explanation throughout the gameplay why I use certain items. As emblem, you can use the tank emblem with all 3 talents. I like to use Concussive Blast for, well, the blast. But you can also use the support emblem with Pull Yourself Together. So we have the worst matchup possible. 3 MMs are always fun to carry, especially when you have headless chickens like our Moskov who uses Festival of Blood. Oh my god. Since we have 3 enemies who deal magic damage, I go for tough boots right away to have some defense against them. Since our Hanabi is having a stroke, I guess, I'm going to take the minions, so we're not wasting precious team resources. Even as Roma you need farm, so it's better to clear the minion waves than just ignoring them and get behind and farm. After our Hanabi finally woke up, I'm trying to help Layla who's facing 2 enemies. Generally, you don't want to babysit your MM as well, because in a situation like this, you can control the whole battlefield since you outnumber the enemy in the river area. But you also want to avoid that the enemy MM starts to snowball. So you usually try to rotate as often as you can to the gold lane, preferably with your jungler and mid laner. Since our jungler is here, we can maybe do something awesome. Luckily that Johnson is stupid. I think we just follow 𝐵𝐲 a bit.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Well played.
So I actually made him waste his retreat, but in exchange he killed our Nabani, who has no minimap as she had about 10 seconds to see that 𝐵𝐲 is coming for her. Well, it's extra fun for me, I guess. So I can become level 4 earlier. Since Mino can control his rage now, I can activate my ult whenever I want. As next item I'm building Radiant Armor, but why? I'll explain you after I'm done with 𝐵𝐲.
Why you bully me?
So, although we lost the turtle, we got at least a kill, which is nice. As jungler, you should never die for the turtle, because it's simply not worth your head. Now, why do I build Radiant Armor? It's decreasing the magic power of the enemy up to 6 times when they deal magic damage to you, plus it gives you some general magic defense, some HP regen and almost 1000 HP. Against instant burst, Athena's shield is better, but as frontline tank who's getting poked a lot, Radiant Armor gives you better protection, especially in the early game. Also, it's a good counter item against 𝐵𝐲, who pins you with many blades and triggers a full passive immediately. Our Hanabi has really no sense for danger, so she's easy food for 𝐵𝐲, and we get even more farm, I guess. In a match like this, you have to see the positive sides, otherwise, yeah, you're just raging. Also, Johnson is driving. Does at least our Moskov has a minimap? No, he doesn't. So we're rotating top now to protect the turret and to not give 200 tower gold shield away. This is what I wanted to say. I can't even speak anymore because this match is like, bah. Next we will rotate bot as Layla and Julian started a fight there. Wall 1, Mino 0. Some skills are so badly optimized when it comes to walls. Uh-oh, 𝐵𝐲 is coming. So our Nabani dies once more and we can take the extra... wait, what? Nice? Hey, so although we have a bunch of headless chickens in our team, at the 5-minute mark everything is still equal. We have the chance here to steal the blue buff, but our Julian seeks for blood, which is the worst decision he can make, as he gets hunted by Novaria now. Layla also died bot, which is why I rotate there to defend the tower. Moskov also died again, and Layla decided to go AFK. Julian still seeks for blood with his 20% of HP, which is even a dumber decision than he made before. And this time our Nabani can't win against 𝐵𝐲. In frustration, I decided to beat up some minions, and drink my pain away with a bottle of rum which Mino always carries around. They sadly removed the attack speed bonus from it, but lowered the cooldown, which means you can get even faster drunk. I decided to head mid to see if anything is there, but since it wasn't, I went straight back bot as Leslie and Johnson are pushing. Oh, hi Johnson. Boom! Julian still tries to force the turtle, which just never works if your allies don't help you. If you're alone as a jungler, forget about the turtle and get your jungle farm. I mean, look, both buffs are up. He of course doesn't listen, so I decided to go with the most promising option, carrying our AFK Layla. Man, this game sucks sometimes. Oh my god! We actually made a successful gank! And I got my Radiant armor, which is really nice. Next I get Dominance Ice Cream, as it lowers Leslie's attack speed when I get close to her, which makes her useless AF. And I can lower the shield from Phobios and Johnson with it. After providing vision for some time, I saw that Johnson is going bot. So I was expecting some action is going to happen there. My ult is still on cooldown though.
Me! Help me!
Yeah, I don't even know where to start. So I just don't, as you probably all know what went wrong here. I'd rather talk more about the weak sides of Mino's adjustments. Since he can control his rage now, there is no big cow with extra defense anymore. Before you could make him tanky AF, but you were limited when it comes to his skills. Now he can make a set whenever he wants, but he's more squishy. You can lower the enemy's hybrid defense when you apply a CC effect on them. Hybrid means both physical and magic, and increase the hybrid defense of your allies when you heal them. So he really is a tank support now. If anything interesting is happening again, you ask? Well, our Nabani died again, but at least the enemy 𝐾𝐲𝐬𝐜 messed up and died from turret shots. I mean, our OP Moskov with Festival of Blood. To reward you for watching until here, you get another chance to earn 100 diamonds for free. What would be your plan to turn around this match with Minotaur? Let me know your take in the comments. And the best answer will get a reply from me with instructions how to receive the diamond safe. Oh yeah, by the way, Moskov died again and again.
Let's do this.
Boom! The flicker trick also works with Mino, both with his ult and first skill. That's the first good trade since forever. But then you look at Hanabi and... Still, as their jungler is dead, we could actually try to take the Lord now. But of course, both Layla and Moskov, who can clear the Lord really fast, ignore us.
Look at this dude.
Oh my god, we did it! I'm having a stroke at the moment, which yeah, exactly, this is how it was. I can't even write toxic shit into the chat anymore. I really need to know where Mino took the anger management course, because yeah, I need it as well. As usual, our allies will most likely gank right now when the Lord spawns and die, so let's try our best to prevent this from happening. Oh my god, we actually won a gank. We of course should push like hell now since we have the chance. But our Julian obviously steals the red buff now, because stealing buffs makes so much sense, right? He's just a typical bad player who has this priority order. Firstly, kills. Secondly, getting buffs. Thirdly, solving the world hunger problem. Fourthly, taking objectives. Well, we pushed 2 turrets away at least. And, well, I take a couple of shots, but nothing that would kill me. So, what's the problem? You didn't give him her last stream 1000 views? How dare you? Next, look at the map.
Boom.
I'm sure you didn't knew that when you hit a driving Johnson with your first skill, you will knock up his passenger even when you get stunned.
Hey, that's pretty good.
My god, this Moscow! Stop dashing for fluff! And stop following me, you creep! As next item, I got Oracle, by the way. It gives me some extra magic defense and boosts the heal on myself. No, you won't increase the heal on your allies with it. And it gives me more HP to survive Leslie's shot and 10% cooldown reduction, which is something Mino desperately needs. The next items are going to be Athena Shield as the last magic defense item, and Immortality to get an extra life and to keep my KDA perfect. Look, what nobody does. Isn't she the smartest ML player alive? Our only hope is the AFK Layla, which is really sad. And the Lord is burning. So all we can do now is provide vision and somehow turn the gank into our favor.
Nope.
Is a trial.
Initiate retreat.
Patience. Don't do anything stupid.
Boom! I wanted to finish the match too early here because my adrenaline was just on an all-time high, but it's actually better to take the Lord here. As a small tip, take the Cyclone Eye away here when you take the Lord. This can act as a nice engage tool for the enemy, so you want to take it away from them.
Not even close to what the maze
Enemy has been slain.
Wow, we got the Lord! Now we can... Oh.
Enemy has been slain.
Oh, nice! Well, we have 3 MMs and only one is trying to attack the base. I hate my life! Let's save our glorious Layla.
Bruh.
be more of us.
Oh my god! We actually won! Being the Roma is useless? Not if you know what you're doing. I even got a KDA of 19 with a tank! Now watch this video where I show you how to perfectly play another great tank, which is the buffed horseman, Hylos, who is a really good jungler. See you over there!